Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel SS Analysis. First of all, I would like to tell you that if you are watching this video first time, subscribe my channel to see my more upcoming videos on analysis of different commodities and equity indices. And second important thing is to watch this video till its end to understand this solely to take your decision. Your work like will motivate me to be regular in working more hard for you. So let us start the day to analyze the movements of gold futures in different time frames. So friends, here you can see a weekly chart of gold futures. So here you can see that how the gold futures have been maintaining a sharp downward move after testing a high at the US dollar 2120 during the month of August 2020. Since then, we have seen the gold futures to remain under heavy selling pressure from the levels of $2079. Since then, we have seen a downward trend in gold futures when the gold futures finally tested a low at the US 1679 during the month of March 2021 and once again tried to move upward, but here you can see that how the level of the 1762 provided a strong resistance to gold futures while they were moving upward after testing the lows of $1679. So here you can see that how the gold futures started to move upward after testing the lows of $1771 during the month of November 2020, and once again the gold futures found stiff resistance at the lows of $1971 during the month of January 2021, from where we have seen a sharp sell-off in gold futures when the gold futures continued to move downward and tested a low at the $1844, and once again gold attempted a lot to breach the major resistance at the levels of $1886 but could not, and finally continued to move downward and tested a low at the levels of 1679 during the month of March 2021. And once again, the levels of $1752 provided a stiff resistance to gold futures. Here you can see that how the gold futures continued to face this resistance and finally found a breakout above this level in the month of April 2021 and once again tried to move upward, but here you can see that how the gold futures found stiff resistance at the $1920, and here you can see that how the level of $1919 provided a strong resistance to gold futures during the month of May 2021, and since then we've seen a sharp fall. Here you can see that how the gold futures found a steep fall during this week in June 2021 when the gold futures finally tested a low at the $1762 where it tried to sustain here and finally started to move upward after testing a low at the $1752, from where we have seen some bounce back. So here you can see that how the gold futures have been sustaining amid this uptrend from the last few weeks. But here I find that the gold futures are still looking weak below this level. And finally, during the last week, we have seen a sharp sell-off in gold futures from the levels of $1830 when the gold futures finally closed the last week at the levels of $1763 after testing a low at the levels of $1759 during the last week, which confirms growing weakness in gold futures. Here I find that the gold futures could start the upcoming week with a gap down opening below the levels of $1752, and here a gap down opening could result in a sharp downward move in gold futures when the gold futures could try to take some support at the levels what they have tested during the month of March. So here you can see that how the gold futures could find this level at $1679 as an immediate support during this fall, and here I find that if the gold futures are not able to hold this level during the upcoming week, we'll see this fall to continue where the gold futures could test the levels of $1576 during the upcoming week, and the next major support will be at the levels of $1499. So friends, here I find that the gold futures could continue to see a sharp sell-off from these levels. If the gold starts the upcoming week with a gap down opening, it will confirm that the weakness could go manyfold in gold futures. So friends, now let us check this move with the help of HMO cloud. So friends, here you can see that how the gold futures found stiff resistance at the upper end of HMO cloud during the month of May 2021, and here you can see that how the gold futures have finally closed the week below the 9 days moving average, and even the gold futures have found a breakdown below the 26 days moving average, which used to be a major support for gold futures during the last few weeks. Here you can see that how the gold futures tried to defend this level at the 26 days moving average and the lower end of Ichimoku cloud, but could not defend this major support during the last week and finally closed the last week much below the lower end of Ichimoku cloud, which confirms a sharp fall in gold futures. So friends, here I find that if the gold futures start the upper week even at the same levels where they closed on Friday, once again the gold futures could find stiff resistance first at the lower end of Ichimoku cloud and second at the 9 days moving average, from where a sharp selling could start in gold futures when the gold futures could try to defend this immediate support at the levels of the 1763, but here I find that a breakdown below the levels of the 1752 could continue this fall during the upcoming weeks. So friends, now let's check this move in a daily time frame. So in a daily time frame, here you can see that how the gold futures started to move downward after testing a high at the levels of $1919. So friends, here I find that the levels of $1919 seems to be a stiff resistance for gold futures in a daily time frame, and the second resistance at the levels of $1902, from where the gold futures started to move downward. And here you can see that how the gold futures finally found a sharp sell-off below the levels of the 1863. So here you can see that how the gold futures have created a big gap here. So here you can see that how the gold futures continuously trying to breach this immediate resistance at the levels of the 1823, but could not and continued to move downward, and after testing a low at the levels of $1751, finally the gold futures once again tried to breach this major resistance at the levels of $1826, but could not and started to move downward. So here you can see that how the gold futures have found strong resistance at the upper end of Ichimoku cloud on July 29th, and from here you can see that how the gold futures continued to move downward after the formation of this exhaustive candle on August 4th, 2021, which got confirmation with the formation of this bearish candle on August 5th, which resulted in a steep fall in gold futures on August 6th, when the gold futures finally closed the week at the levels of $1763, which seems to be a weaker zone. Here you can see that how the gold futures have closed much below the lower end of Ichimoku cloud in a daily time frame, which confirms the continuity of this fall during the upcoming week, where a kept on opening could confirm the continuity of this bearishness in gold futures. Undoubtedly, the gold futures could find some reversal from the levels of the 1709, but once again the gold will have to face immediate resistance at the levels of the 1752, and the second resistance will be at the levels of the 1762. So friends, here I find that any upward move in gold futures up to the levels of the 1786 could attract peers to go short in gold futures, because here I find that this level seems to be a tough resistance for gold futures now. So friends, here I find that this closing of gold futures below the levels of the 1756, indicating a sharp fall back up to the levels of the 1679, where the gold futures could find some support during this fall, as we have seen here during the month of March, when the gold futures have tested this strong support two times during the month of March. Friends, here I find that once again, if the gold futures are not able to reach the immediate resistance at the levels of the 1790, we'll see this fall to continue. So thank you friends, thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, don't forget to share this video with your more and more friends. Thank you.